Michael DeLue.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Top 5, A through Z. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, producer Jason, but I believe this is our 13th episode.
Well, let's count. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Yes.
Yep. What's the 0.5 episode? Or the 0.5.
True.
I guess.
But I took everyone's advice on that and I changed it to a separate little
That's probably for the best.
podcast. Yeah.
That is probably for the best.
But thanks for pointing that out because that's.
Hey, let's get our returning guest over here, Vern. What's up, Vern?
Oh, hey.
Hey, Vern.
Whoa,
Thanks,
whoa,
Pete.
Hey. What's up, guys? What's going on? What's
Welcome back,
Jake
bud.
here?
Yes. Welcome back. Oh, long time no see.
It's been
Yeah.
a long time. I know, gentlemen. It's been a rough journey here, but I'm glad to be back on Top 5 A to Z. Top
Yes.
5 A to Z.
We are glad to have you
Top
back.
5
I'm
A to
Jason, by the way.
Top 5. Gonna sing the song about A to Z.
Oh yeah, that
right there is Pete. Tom is there.
There's Jason.
I am.
Bill's
Tom is
way.
that voice.
Vern is that way.
Last time Tom was a gray guy, and so was I. But now Tom's just a gray guy.
I am upgrading to
Tom,
soon they'll
you were
subscribe to my OnlyFans one day.
Where's the puppet for Tom?
Tom's like Hal.
We had a dummy last week for
No,
What'd you call me?
Our AI user.
What'd you call me?
Hey, what
the
is
hell? I'm
that?
right here.
I'm saying
I'm right
What
here.
does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm saying for
I don't know what that means.
Man.
No, dead silence. The
Very true. I get you. Oh,
Anywho.
Vern, did you know you are our third guest to return on a second episode?
Oh, hey. I feel honored.
Yes, the
Thank
first
you
one
for-
was. You're welcome. Thank you for returning.
Oh, I love
Jason was the first one to do so before he was a co-host.
yeah.
Technically, that's
it.
true.
Oh, yeah.
And then our buddy Rob Branch, and his
That is true.
second episode, I was gone. Unfortunately, I had to.
Yeah,
leave.
you were hiding dead bodies in Arizona.
Yeah. I tried to do a what do they call that? The FBI.
Hiding a dead body in Arizona. I think that's what that's called. Hiding a dead body in
I'm
Arizona.
trying to be discreet here, dude. You're just totally messing my everything
Nothing
up.
about this podcast is discreet. This is the polar opposite of discreet.
Oh, secret? No, not secret. What the hell is that called?
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I think you do need
when,
that puppet,
when the
I think
mafia,
we need that
when you're trying to
Are
hide,
Are you trying to
FBI
say
hides
witness
you.
protection program? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, yes, yes.
Can you
Thank
keep
you.
a secret? Can you?
You're like,
I was-
you don't see me? No.
I was trying to do that, and it,
I don't know,
didn't-
man. I don't know
it
about you.
failed, so I came right back.
Oh god.
No.
Yes.
We can't be off the rails 5 minutes into the street, guys. Come on. We have to at least get to the intro.
Well, it's all Vern. Vern did it.
We have to
No.
get to the intro. Hey, we should talk about Vern's podcast for a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Everyone knows.
understand. I understand you'll be taking some time off.
Yeah, it's taking some time off just through July. There's going to be some content up on our Patreon page. And there's going to be other things going on our YouTube page. But mainly, I'm just taking some time off right now, preparing a new season of Cinema Recall. We just got done doing a 5-part series on Mulholland Drive that producer Jason was a co-host on,
Yeah.
along with Ryan Luis
Oh, nice.
Rodriguez.
I was on
Um,
that.
Yes, and a lot of good times talking about this very confusing
Indeed.
movie.
And
it's interesting.
and spoiler alert, it might come up tonight.
Oh, there you go. Okay, fair enough there.
Dun dun dun.
But
That was
And,
one of my many M's for trying to get through, but I didn't put it on my list. But still, that was on like about 30 different M movies I had originally written down.
Yeah.
We should probably mention that Vern's podcast is called Cinema Recall, and you can find that on cinemarecall.net
Mhm.
and on Anchor and Spotify and a bunch of other podcasting places.
And if you join my Patreon page, I did release an episode where I read Setsi Creative Stats.
I was waiting for that to come up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You get to read, you get to hear.
Here's what happened.
Central Tales.
Here's what happened. Vern listened to my last episode with sex expert Nikki, and he got so horned up by it that he had to make a Penthouse Forum episode.
Who are you?
Oh,
who
nice.
used the word horned
What
up?
happened, Vern? What happened?
Who used the word horned up? Right?
He's like, I can tell you.
I wanted to do like a show like that ever since I heard In Bed with Nikki. But the episode that Nikki did with Jason was absolutely priceless. That was a lot of fun.
It was. In a way, it was fun for me, but in a way, it was really horrifying for me. So you have to listen to the episode to find out why. I don't want to spoil it. Okay, so we are doing the letter M today. We're talking about M
with their usual madness and mayhem.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
a man. M-A-N. Man.
Now you're a man. Oh man, oh man,
We're
oh
gonna go
man.
the
Now
extra
you're a
mile
man.
So let's go ahead and let's just launch into this craziness. Vern,
Yes.
what's your number 5?
Oh boy, this is man. I put like a lot of M's on my list right here, and this is not going to be any special orders, so don't feel like if I put something at number 5, it's like bad. These would all be number 1s on my list, right?
Nice.
But number 5, I gotta give it up to the Muppets, all right. And I could have done with any film that features the Muppets, any Muppet movie. I could have done the Muppet movie itself from 1979, classic movie, Rainbow Connection, Fozzie and Kermit are going to Hollywood, great songs, classic movie. I can go with the 2011 Muppets with Jason Segel and Amy Adams.
Okay.
Great Muppets.
I haven't seen it. That's
Very
Me
funny.
neither.
Extremely funny movie. But I'm actually going my number 5 is, and there's also a great Muppet Caper, that's good too, but my number 5 is actually Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yes.
1984, directed by Frank Oz. And it's about Kermit the Frog and all his cohorts. They're in college, and they put on this very successful stage musical, and all the kids in college they're like, hey, you should put this stuff on Broadway. And I'm thinking, these are Muppets in college, and yet no one in the school freaks out that there are these puppets who are going to college.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
It's
true.
like-
That is true.
They just treat them as like regular people, like regular kids in school, and they're like, "Hey guys, you should actually put this play on Broadway." And so Kermit and Jane, they go up to New York City, and one guy says, "Oh, I'll buy you a play, no problem." But it turns out to like steal their money, run off. So now they're flat broke, and they all decide to go like their separate ways, so that Kermit can raise money to put the play back on. And I think it's really good. It's the introduction to the Muppet Babies. If you remember that show from Saturday morning cartoons,
Yep.
this was the introduction to the whole Muppet Babies thing. And all the songs are really a lot of fun. It's probably my favorite Muppet movie. I know a lot of people think that the Muppet movie itself is their favorite, and that's probably true. And I love the Muppet movie, but for me, Muppets Take Manhattan is just, that's my number 5. Muppets Take Manhattan. It's great.
I can't remember which show it was on. It was my show or someone else's show, but I came up with this thing where I said it would be awesome if like they cast like the Muppets in like a regular movie, but they weren't like the Muppets. They just played like characters. So like if you had like a horror movie, you put like the Muppets in like a horror movie, but they're not like Kermit or Miss Piggy. They're just playing characters. And you see them like get killed and stuff. And I just think that'd just be hilarious.
Didn't we discuss that on the last time?
That might have been. I can't remember where it was. I think it was.
It was on your show.
I think
it was on.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
With
I've done a lot in the past few months, so I don't fucking remember what I said when.
I think I was a guest on the last
Okay,
time.
that does sound familiar. Yeah. I gotta
Yeah.
sound more
Timothy
familiar.
Frog and I got stabbed by Jason Voorhees. Hey,
Like, I just think it would just be so awesome.
Pete, that's awesome.
yeah,
I think that would be brilliant.
No,
Vern,
correct me if
Vern
I'm
hasn't heard
wrong.
my Joe Pesci. I don't know if I can do it today, but I'll try it.
What's up, Tom?
Yeah, right. Hey, did they make a musical, or am I wrong, Vern?
What?
The Muppets. So you said the Muppets?
Yeah, well, and the Muppets Take Manhattan, the characters are putting on their own stage.
Yeah. Do you
musical.
have a favorite voice actor that you might know that does one of the Muppets?
Not that Jim Henson, Frank Oz, Dave
Right.
Gilles. Did you do
Yeah,
a
you really
Muppet voice
learn
that I
about
know
it. A
about, Tom?
lot really goes into it, plus the production. But yeah, that's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
pick. Yep.
Yeah, well, gotta go for- No, I'm sorry.
Really good pick. Really good pick.
Thank you,
Really good
Yeah.
pick.
Thank you.
All right, Tom, you're up. What's your number 5, buddy?
Well, I'm going into like Men in Black world. I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh,
It's 1997, directed by Barry Sonnenfeld. But I kind of like torn with the Matrix. You know, I've never had a tie, but I think it's gonna happen.
All right.
Oh,
It's gonna happen.
another first for the top
Yeah.
5 A
I
through
think
Z.
so. And you know, the Matrix.
Landmark
The one I like
episode.
is 1999. And how do you say that? Is it Lena and Lily Wachowski?
Lana and Lily Wachowski.
There you go, Vern. You
Lana
have
and
me. I
Lily.
knew I was gonna have you do it, Vern, anyway, because you are the man.
Oh no.
But yeah, you know, like which one? I have to put them together. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but which one do you guys like better? Like,
Gosh, they're both really good for.
I mean,
like, real
the series with Men in
reasons.
Black, they're kind of still going, Vern. You know, I mean, what was the last one? It was
International.
International.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
I did not. See
There's
that
going to
one.
be a new Matrix.
yeah. I know we brought that up on an earlier show or episode.
That's right.
I forget which one.
I keep
But yeah, that's my
forgetting.
number 5, gentlemen.
Hey,
Men in
I
that-
don't
Black
like that pick.
Men in Black?
and Matrix.
Matrix.
Oh, and The Matrix.
Oh.
Yeah,
Got it.
they're both there
Got it.
together.
Okay,
Clap, clap.
that's cool.
Eh,
I like
you know
it.
what?
Yeah, it's the first time, Jason. It's not going to happen a lot. Or
But
whatever,
that was like the
often,
pinnacle of like
whatever.
Will Smith.
Top 5 Tom with a
Yeah.
tie. All
But
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it
Will
had to
Smith
happen.
being as
It had
popular
to
as he
happen
was then.
someday.
It was inevitable.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
absolutely.
did it. It's your fault with your ties. The ties that bind.
I think Jason started
The
it,
ties
and
that bind.
then I took it and ran with it. And
I'm just kidding.
Jason,
Dylan.
they never
I got
do
one
it.
today. I
And
got one.
the supporters care, Jason. The supporters really care about you.
Well, thank you.
So you got to have Men in Black and Matrix because
Okay,
they're pretty well, you know, they're
I like it.
yeah.
I like it.
Go watch them, fans.
You,
They're both great.
you know
It's
who
cooking
you're,
time.
you know who
Okay.
you're reminding me of right now, Jason?
What? And he froze. Okay, I guess
All
we're
right, dude. Hey, man,
we're
I love that
over.
era.
We're gonna just be
This
waiting
guy,
in
he had a moment,
anticipation,
Jason. Hey, you know who you remind me of?
or he's really thinking about.
You know who
it.
you
Really.
remind me of? I'll never tell
Yep, never gonna tell.
you.
Who froze? Everybody else but me.
No,
Or-
you
or
froze.
me.
You're the one that froze.
I froze. I thought everyone else did.
No.
This isn't 2012.
Oh,
Okay.
something happened with
All right.
my internet, I guess. I'm
You'll
sorry.
be okay, Bill.
And
You'll
it was
figure
a
out.
weird
I
timing
had
because
no
I don't
idea.
know. I don't know who I remind you of.
Oh,
Yeah. It-
I was about to say that you reminded me of Frank Drebin because the way you said I like it reminded me of. You smell like raw sewage. I love it.
wow.
Okay then.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I
Alrighty.
got a little fact before
Okay.
I get to
I love it.
My pleasure.
Before I get into mine, I was a freshman in high school, and this was taped in between my freshman year and my sophomore year. If you watch the beginning of the movie, I'll mention the movie in a bit. Right in the first few minutes of the movie, you'll see Washington High School, George Washington High School. And that movie for my number 5 is Michael Keaton's My Life.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
1993 it was made. It's about a guy who suddenly when he's about to become a father and all that, his wife is pregnant, which is Nicole Kidman. He finds out he has cancer, and it's like severe and stuff and all that, and he only has like a few months to live. So he decides to make videos to teach his kids stuff and everything before his kid's born, because he knows he's not probably going to make it by the time his kid is born. And it's a very, very good movie. Cancer is no joke. I've lost my grandfather from cancer and a whole bunch of stuff. And it's a really great movie. I'm keeping this one quick because my number 4 is long. But it's not that long.
Yeah.
I just have one thing to say about My Life, Pete. I haven't seen the movie before, but here's the thing too. So Michael Keaton is making all these videos for his kids for him to play later on when he gets older. But I worry about when the kid does get older and VHS is no longer in use.
Yeah.
I worry that those tapes are going to be just kind of like useless now. Because he's like, Dad, what the hell is this? I don't have a VCR anymore.
Well, they probably put it on digital or
message.
DVD for him, or Blu-ray.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Good one, Vern.
Okay.
Another movie. Another movie that Michael Keaton did that starts with M is Multiplicity.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you, Tom.
And like Ryan Reynolds, they have to do a remake. Jason, what do you think? You think we should let them?
No, I don't think we should.
No.
Maybe a sequel. Maybe a sequel.
Who would play that today, you guys? Vern, who do you think?
What,
that role?
Publicity?
Yeah, the Michael Keaton role.
Tilda Swinton.
Who?
Tilda Swinton.
Vern, you're the best, baby. Okay, well, hey,
she can play everything.
Knowledge for the fans. Bill, did I steal your 5?
You did not.
That wasn't mine. I was just bringing it up. I just brought it up.
I appreciate you bringing it up because I was going to mention it too.
Okay.
I do have a quick story about the movie My Life. So back like a long time ago when I was a kid, I went with my grandparents to this like family reunion thing on the south side of Chicago, and we were talking to some relative. I don't know what the hell she is to me. She was like my grandmother's cousin or some shit. So anyway, they were talking, and this cousin, whoever, says, "Oh, you know what? By the way, the coolest thing happened. They're filming a movie at my house." And then they're like, "Oh yeah, who's the star of the movie?" They're like, "Oh, Michael Keaton. It's some like movie about him getting cancer or something." So the house that they're in that movie is some distant relative of mine who I don't even really know, but they use her house.
I got one
house in that movie is that person's house.
Holy smokes!
And I don't know who the hell she is. She's like some great cousin aunt thing. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I know the realtor.
I've never seen her again after that. That was the only time I met her.
That's pretty cool though, Jason.
But yeah,
I got one more quick M fact since we're talking about movies that was made in places that I know. Mercury Rising, if you remember that one with Bruce Willis and Baldwin and Miko Hughes and stuff and all that. That was made a few blocks away from my old house.
Oh, wow.
Some of it. I lived on 96 and M, and they made it like around 98th, 99th and M. There's a specific scene, and I got to show you guys like whenever we hang out or whatever for the thing. You can see the neighborhood, my old neighborhood, like in that area.
Zany.
So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, me and Zany would have been.
And I met Michael. I met. Sorry.
I agree.
I met Bruce Willis. I shook his hand from
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But it was like
cool.
just real fast.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He was on break with shaking everybody's hand.
They film a lot of movies in Chicago. A lot of surprising amount of movies are filmed in Chicago. Whether or not it takes place in Chicago, but they film a lot of stuff in Chicago. It's always interesting.
I met Gene Hackman when they did The Package because that was made a block away from my house, and my brother met Macaulay Culkin when they were doing Home Alone 2 at Cal Park.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Wow,
that's pretty cool.
I had to mention that real quick since I'm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's me. My number 5. So this was a very hard list for me to make because I own a shit ton of movies that begin with the letter M. So trying to narrow it down was really difficult for me. So I feel like I had to put this on here for my number 5. And I'm thinking, I bet the Vern is probably the only one here who might have seen this. This is Darren Aronofsky's Mother.
Oh, thank you for talking. I was going to put it on my list, but I'm glad that you put it on your list, Jason. Thank you. Let's talk about this.
This is the weirdest, craziest fucking movie in the face of the planet.
Oh,
you have to pay attention, right, Jake? You have to really pay attention.
You do have to pay attention, and then also it helps if you know what Darren Aronofsky was going for when he made the movie, because if you just take it at face value, it makes zero sense, and you're just like, "What is happening?" Like we're in a house, and Javier Bardem is there with Jennifer Lawrence, and he disappears from time to time. Some people randomly show up and then disappear, and then like there a hole shows up in the floor. And then
it's like Rosemary's Baby.
And then all of this, there's a baby. And then suddenly it's just madness. Like the last 20 minutes of the movie is just pure madness. And
here's the best way to describe Mother. Okay? Best way to describe Mother. It's Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat on acid.
I already view that as being on acid to begin with.
Okay, you know what? I will take that. I like that. That's probably the best description.
I took it as she was in limbo.
But okay, all right. I don't know if this counts as a spoiler, but then after I watched it, I looked it up because I was like, there has to be meaning to this movie. Like he couldn't have just had random shit happening. So I read it. I read what happened or what's supposed to be happening, and it's all supposed to be symbolism of stories from the Bible. And Javier Bardem is supposed to be God, and Jennifer Lawrence is supposed to be Mother Nature. That's why it's called Mother. And then everything that happens is like stuff from the Bible. So you got like Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel. Then you got the flood, and then you got Jesus. Jesus shows up in this movie, and then all the stuff at the end represents like war and all the crazy shit humans is doing. And
so
once you know
he made this.
Yeah, because once you know that
he made this right after Noah, right? Didn't he have to do this thing right after Noah?
That I don't know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did the movie Noah, then he made this.
Which he must have been on a Bible kick during this time. I'm surprised he didn't make like Revelation the movie or something. But
it could still happen, Jay. With COVID, you never know.
Yeah, absolutely. But then once you know that and you watch the movie and then you start seeing like, oh, okay, so that's supposed to be Adam and Eve, and then that's Cain and Abel. Like, okay, I get it now. It's a really difficult movie to sit through, and I watched it twice. But I really enjoyed it. I actually thought it was actually really well shot, really well acted. Javier Bardem was like fucking amazing. Jennifer Lawrence was awesome. And like the way it was shot, like that crazy scene towards the end of the movie, like that was just great. Like everything was just great. So I can't talk more about this.
I have a friend who has got like anxiety, and so sitting there and watching him watch the movie and having him freak out.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Was like gold.
I can only imagine.
I saw this in theaters. And watching people's reactions was priceless gold. And they went from like being bored to frustrated to downright angry. And I'm looking at this thing with my eyes wide open, like just happily, gleefully cheering what's going on, cheering that other people are getting so upset about the movie. That's like my favorite thing in the world is like people get really disturbed and horrified and angry.
This is a very diverse movie. Yeah. Like people either really like it or they really hate it.
Oh yeah.
And the people who hate it, like really fucking hate it. So
I can't blame that either. So
it's one I can understand. I can understand it's not for everybody. It's definitely a movie not for everybody. So kind of go into this with some little hesitation and know that it's all supposed to be symbolism. Don't take it at face value, otherwise you're gonna be really confused. Anyway, my number 5 is Mother! Exclamation mark.
Do shrooms before you see it. Do shrooms before you see it. Do shrooms before you see it.
Yeah. You might need to be on some kind of drugs to watch it. Absolutely.
Sorry, no.
I can't believe you didn't play Danzig, producer.
You know, earlier today at work
Tell
when
your
I was
zany not to come my way.
when I was at work today and I was going over my list, I was trying to figure out how to make that joke, but I couldn't fit it in.
You just need
Oh
time.
my gosh.
Tom's
You
around.
guys, I swear both of you read my mind because I was ready to sing that any minute.
Oh, I had it planned all
both
day.
of
I had
you
it
are in my-
planned.
What you want.
I had it planned, but I was like, I don't know how to fit this in organically.
Then me and Tom were both inside your
And
head.
then you just
I watched that
That's
movie. I
scary,
thought it was
right?
a little bit. Porque.
Yeah, you know I'm there. I'm here.
So,
But I watched
all right.
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
So, all right.
Gotta go somewhere.
Bill, you're number 5.
Oh my goodness.
You can do it, Bill.
Good luck following that.
You're pretty good.
You do the Albert Brooks mother.
Shows.
Mm.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
Bonnie doesn't buy the good shit, but
whoa.
I buy this good gourmet shit.
What are you doing over there? It's anyway. Hey, Vern.
He's referencing
Hey,
a movie that doesn't begin
Hey,
with M. I know that.
Hey,
That
Vern.
is a very tasty beverage.
Unless Zany's ready. Are you ready, Zany?
Actually, I have to comment on pretty much everyone else's
You ready?
stuff first before I get into mine. Because
Okay.
I had stuff to say on like every single one, but I just wanted to let the flow go.
And the fans value your opinion.
Oh, thank you.
My pleasure.
I
Cheers.
might need help remembering what I have to comment on, but
Help your Zany.
Mine was my life.
okay, yeah, we'll start
Okay,
there with
okay,
Pete.
I'll stop. I gotta stop doing that.
It's cool. It's cool. We'll start with Pete. You had My Life with Michael Keaton, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then, as Tom pointed out, he also had Multiplicity, which is not anyone's pick.
I mean,
but-
who do you think that you'd want that today? Who would do that in the Michael Keaton role? I mean, I think Ryan Reynolds or Tom Whiteside would be great.
Either Tom Reynolds.
Hey man,
Tom Reynolds.
Only if the prenup goes through. Tom will marry Ryan Reynolds if the prenup goes through.
Oh shit!
Mary
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds because I want Blake Lively so bad.
No,
I will fight you for her, Vern.
No,
I will fight you for her, Vern.
Oh, we'll fight.
The long lost brother of Tom.
Okay.
Fisticuffs.
Okay,
Okay.
breathe.
No,
breathe.
Tom, on what you said. Okay.
Yeah.
Besides you and Ryan Reynolds,
yeah,
my serious picks would either be Seth Rogen or
What?
Seth
Oh, yeah.
Rogen
yeah.
or Tom Arnold.
I don't know about that.
Okay. That's a way
Tom
lower
Whiteside is
fields.
Or
way
what's
better than
Vince Vaughn would be a good one, maybe.
yeah. Everyone likes Vince.
Yeah.
Hey, come here, baby.
Or yeah, that would be my top.
Yeah,
three.
those are pretty good. Those are pretty good picks. Good job.
But thank you.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to point out another huge famous M movie. Michael Keaton just happens to make a lot of M movies apparently, because Mr. Mom is a huge.
Oh yeah,
That's not my pick either.
Oh.
It's just was on my mind because
I
Michael Keaton.
I remember that. I think.
Since we're talking about mamas. No, it's kidding. No.
You
Hey,
get Pete excited. He's getting
Hey
excited.
there, hey there, Mama. What you doing, Mama?
That's a bad
Think of
mama.
Private Lane.
That's a bad mama.
That one bad Mama.
Yeah, Big Bad Mama. I remember that flick.
This show's going to be 4.5 hours long.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do pizza.
Hey, Honey, I got your pesky back. Okay.
Tom,
Yeah.
Tom, you
I
had.
had a I had a question anyway. Not to cut you off, Zany, but
it's okay. You do it quite often.
monster. or hey,
I'm
even
used
for
to
all
it.
of you guys, like you have that Monsters versus Aliens. Do you remember that one? I think Seth Rogen
Oh
was in
yeah,
that,
yeah.
right? And
Okay, Zany.
Madagascar, and Monsters Inc. Those are all great.
yeah.
What's up, Vern?
We still have every M movie right there.
Yeah,
Bobby,
I
which
think-
one? Which
Is
one's
that
your
it? Mine's
favorite?
Zane,
there,
Mr.
Vern?
Bomb? I don't know. Zadie, which one?
I don't know really. I think Madagascar, but I'm not. I don't know.
Not
Are
a
we-
single
are-
one of these is my pick. I just wanted
We're
to
just-
like.
Sorry,
I'm
Zadie, we're moving on.
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead. I'll name like 15 more movies.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm just randomly naming them movies like Tom
Well,
randomly
you're
names.
still on number
No,
5.
No, I have a serious reason why I'm doing
Okay.
this.
You got to pick
I
one.
I'm not picking none of these. I had notes, comments on everyone else's picks that I wanted to go through before I go to my thing. That's all.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Tom, can I ask you something without any more thank you?
You have.
Tom,
You
I
have to
love
rub-
You
have
just
to
need
rub-
to,
you have to
Bill.
rub
You
it
just,
real-
just
you
not
have
even
to-
ask him if you can ask the question.
Wait,
Just
he
ask the
has
question.
To rub, he has to rub the genie,
Tom.
the genie lamp. I'll summon Aladdin.
Tom, without me rubbing anything.
Yes.
Rob.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Without
Okay, that's the question.
without me,
Gabar,
without me having to rub anything.
what is your wish? What is your wish?
May I ask you something?
Yeah.
Okay,
You may.
without veering off topic
Oh, way too late for that.
Yeah.
any further.
Did you rub the lamp?
Your picks were what? Matrix and
Men in Black.
Black. Okay.
Yeah.
My comment on those was this. Don't you think that would make an excellent crossover universe right there? Everybody, I'm asking everyone, not just you, Tom, but especially you.
I do agree.
because
I
you-
couldn't choose one or the other. You feel the same way then.
Yes, those are great.
Yeah.
Well, the
You
word-
had to, if you didn't put them
Not-
together,
not
you
Jay
really
here.
don't know
Not-
movies. I don't think.
I wouldn't go that
Well-
far, but
I'm talking to myself.
okay.
I'm just kidding, man.
That happens a lot.
I can just see it now.
Yeah, no, I'm just I had to put them together. I don't know about how you feel.
I like the whole combination there. They were going to try to combine Men in Black with
Right.
21 Jump Street series.
Yes.
So,
I heard
Wow.
that.
They were.
I did not know that.
They were going to do that.
Here's
wow.
the knowledge. I like
Now,
learning.
that
new
would be
things.
very interesting.
that would be,
I
yeah. So, I
like
don't know,
learning
Men in
new
Black,
things.
Matrix,
Yeah.
Will Smith and Keanu Reeves. Yeah, possibly.
Right?
Maybe.
That,
I mean-
you're zany. You're onto something.
Jay, would you like to take
Thank
the
you.
yellow pill or the blue pill?
Huh?
But I'm the I mean,
Wait, are we
I picked
throwing
movies
Leprechaun in there too?
No, no.
Yeah, we
Lots of
go.
episodes.
You know how, you know how in the Matrix.
Which pill would you like, me laddie?
All right,
Well,
Tom.
you know how the
Where's
Matrix-
Tom at? Where's that guy at?
You know how in the Matrix they go, you want the blue
Tom, you
pill
gotta be
or the red pill?
professional.
I
I
know.
take
Pete,
back
that was a speech.
radio-
so,
radio-
You know,
I
and
take
it's
back-
comedy.
I take
Etiquette.
back what I said a few weeks ago about us not having a guest makes us more silly. We're
Yeah.
worse somehow with
I
it.
don't know. Yeah.
I don't know how we went
I think
worse.
you're doing great, Jason.
I don't know how we're
Best show you've ever
devolving.
had.
Are you trying to put this on, Vern?
So, Bill, what's your first choice?
Zany-
Your
Zany told
choices
me.
there.
That's horrible,
Here's the-
Jason.
here's-
How could you blame Vern for this?
Vern. It's all what about Vern?
Hey,
All right,
Hey,
Jamie,
No,
Okay.
ask your questions.
Okay.
All right, you asked Tom
Okay.
about Men in Black.
yep.
What's your next
I asked
question?
I asked Pete about Michael Keaton.
Okay.
Today.
ask
Uh,
Vern about his. What about
You have
Vern?
questions for me about Muppets?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
What's
you
your favorite color?
for
What's your
pulling
favorite-
this circus into.
Okay.
What's your
okay.
favorite Muppet?
That was not my question, but thank you.
No. Put
Uh,
questions in the
No,
Bill's head.
go ahead. Zany, go ahead.
Oh, my question about that was: is the Muppets Take Manhattan? Is that the right title?
Yep.
Yes.
Settled.
Okay,
I think I like
Is
that
that-
one. I think.
that was excellent. But
Yeah.
is it that one, or is
Yeah.
it the Muppets movie from '78? Is that which one is the one where Kermit the Frog gets amnesia?
That's Muppets Take
It's
Hey,
Manhattan.
Muppets Take
you don't
Manhattan.
mess with Kermit,
Okay.
man.
I was a little confused there. I wanted to recall which one that I get them confused.
I get that.
Okay, thank you.
Fair enough.
No worries, man.
Okay.
And the first one is where they show him riding a bicycle, and it's just funny.
Yes.
Okay,
It's impressive. The puppetry work. All of
very
it is
impressive.
phenomenal. Yeah.
Okay. I have learned
Zany.
something. After all of our picks, we're going to go to Bill and see if he has a
Okay.
question before
Yeah,
we
Bill.
move on.
Okay. All right.
I have just now learned this today.
Okay.
We are going to do that.
You finally learned it. Thank you.
I'm
Took
sure you're
this
doing a-
long.
You guys are doing a good job. Happy to be here.
No, I've never pulled this before. It's a first. So.
Okay.
Hey, we
Any
gotta have
questions
a
about
original-
Mother?
Oh no, but I wanted to say when you first said Mother, I was thinking of a completely different movie called Mother. It was a comedy in like the late '80s or early '90s.
Yeah, with the Albert Brooks and Debbie Reynolds.
Albert Brooks, yes.
Oh.
That-
Oh, yeah.
I
okay.
remember
I
that.
forgot about
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
I heard
even- I
Mother,
did
and I'm
not-
thinking that.
I did not even think about that when I made this my pick.
But as soon as you started describing it, I'm like, this is not that movie at all. There's no way.
Well, the first 10 should have been Darren Aronofsky, but
Yeah.
other than that. Okay.
Good point. Good point. Okay, on to my. I'm sorry, guys. On to mine. My number 5. Let me pull it up on my phone here. I have a tie, of course.
Okay.
Copying Tom.
Copyright.
Uh-oh.
Tom.
Uh-oh.
Dot Tom.
My tie is
Maniac Cop?
The Mexican. Oh, good guess, Pete.
Oh yeah, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts,
Yes.
James Gandolfini.
Yes.
Yeah,
Excellent movie, right? Thank you.
Yes.
great one.
Yeah.
And I have it tied with a Woody Allen film, and it's called Midnight in Paris.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
And if you guys aren't, if you aren't familiar with that, it's Owen Wilson. He's a writer, and he's visiting Paris with his fiance.
Rachel
And,
McAdams. Oh,
Yes, and he takes these midnight strolls, and then he quickly realizes that he's time traveling by entering this car and going to all these bars, and he's in the 20s, and it's excellent because I've always had that same fascination as him in the 20s. I'd say the 20s through like the 50s, but the 20s especially, because you have film as like a new thing, and
yeah.
people going to see silent movies, and but they didn't know they were silent movies. There was no talkies yet.
Zany, that's a great pick too. And I also love too, Zany, that no one is happy in the time period that they're in. They always want to be in a different time period. Like, I want to be in the 60s, like late 60s, early 70s. I love the whole message that is
The peace.
in that feature. Yeah.
Maybe you are, Vern. Maybe you
And
are.
a lot of people from that time want to go back to that time, I noticed.
But yeah, but when it
Well,
goes
it's right
back in
here.
time, the people in that time period are not happy in the time period they want to be. Because it's that one girl, and I'm blanking on her name right now, but she wants to be going back to the 18th century. She's not happy in the 20s. She wants to be further in the past as well. Like, no one's happy where they actually are. That's what
Very
you got to be.
true.
You got to be happy in your now time.
I
Love
couldn't
your
have said
time
it
now.
better.
This is it. This is your time.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to run back.
All right.
Sorry.
No problem. It's cool too because he's meeting all his like heroes.
Yeah, Ernest Hemingway
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
Picasso.
Salvador Dali.
Picasso. Yeah.
Salvador Dali, Picasso, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
good pick. I haven't
that's
seen
good.
One,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a few years. That's a funny movie. I should watch that again.
Thank you. Have you seen it, Tom? Or heard of
I
it?
think it's vague on me. I'd have to look it up.
Check it out, man. You'll
Yeah.
like it.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
then
probably one of those like Woody Allen movies I recommend to people who don't really like Woody Allen movies because he's not in it, and I find those are probably the best of his movies. Is the one that he's not acting in.
Okay.
Damn,
I
Vern.
can see that. I mean, that's all. That's all
Vern
opinion
Vern
too.
come
But I
with
can
the
see
fire.
that.
I mean, 'cause I do like a lot of Woody Allen films right there, but if I'm recommending a Woody Allen film to people who have never seen Woody Allen films, I always start with the ones he's not in that he directed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
This is actually my second Woody Allen pick, but I didn't get a chance to comment because I was out of town for secret reasons. And again, Pete, Jason, Tom did an excellent job covering, telling my movies and picks and stuff that episode.
Yeah, you did pick one that I've not heard of.
Yeah, Hollywood Ending.
And
okay.
That's an excellent movie too. If you haven't,
funny movie.
seen
I saw it in theaters. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's out of anxiety of directing the movie. He goes blind, and just from that point on, it's funny because no one around him knows that he's directing this movie blind. Like most of the actors don't know. Nobody. And they're just all wondering why he's acting so strange.
Here's just like a spoiler for that movie. The movie's a failure in the U.S., but in France, it's a big hit.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Like Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pick there, man. Good pick.
Anything you guys say about the Mexican? I remember watching this with you like a long time ago, and I remember this is actually a really good movie, but no one hardly ever talks about it.
I was gonna say
directed by Gore Verbinski, I think, who did The Rain.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Okay.
Well, I remember you, Jason, thinking that you didn't want to watch it at first because it was the fault of the people who made the previews made it look like a romantic comedy and nothing else.
Yeah,
but it is so much more.
It is not a romantic comedy. But if you do watch that trailer, it totally looks like a romantic comedy, and I'm not into romantic comedies.
Yeah, so I had to convince you it wasn't just a romantic comedy, but it's a wild movie.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
It's excellent.
And James Gandolfini's in it, and he was
Welcome
brilliant.
Back, Pete.
He was brilliant, as he always is in that movie. So, okay.
I loved his character too.
Yeah.
Big time.
All right. So it took us about 45 minutes to get through our number 5. So let's try not to repeat that. Let's try not to repeat that with our number 4s here. All right. So Vern,
good call, Jason.
Vern, what's your number 4?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to say really quickly, my number 4 is Sofia Coppola's Marie Antoinette with Kirsten Dunst.
That's a good one.
I actually really like this movie a lot.
Nice.
It's about the history of, the Queen. Ozzy Argento's in this, and I love the use of pop songs mixed in with this 17th century feature. Yeah, so that's it. Marie Antoinette.
I'm sorry. So it's the most goddamn boring movie I've ever had to sit in my entire life. I fucking hated that thing so much.
Did you?
Oh, the shots be beautiful.
It's more boring to you than Lulu on the Bridge? Jason?
Yes, actually, yes.
Oh no! I thought that was the most boring to you.
Oh my god! It was just my brain was pouring out of my ears by the time that movie ended. I just wanted it over so badly. I was getting ready to set fire to the movie theater just so we can leave.
It's to me, it was like being inside of a cake.
Vern, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and check it out, but I haven't seen it.
I admit it's my opinion. Vern is more entitled to his opinion. I'm just telling you, I thought it was the most boring piece of shit movie I've ever seen in my fucking life, and I hated it. But you all do whatever you want to do.
Hey, it's good. It's refreshing. We all gotta. You know what? I usually just don't comment if I disagree, but
no, you go ahead, give a comment.
I had to say something this time. I had to say something this time.
I can totally get how people don't like this movie at all. I do think the last half of the movie tends to drag a bit, but everything in the first half I just really love because it's about the 16-year-old girl who is basically sold to another country and told, hey, you're going to be now the new princess here. And she's 16 years old. doesn't really know what's going on, and now people are addressing her. She has to basically not only marry a guy that she doesn't know, but also, have kids with this guy. And she has no time to actually be a kid and do things. She's automatically becoming part of royalty. She's now owned by the state. And I found it to be kind of a very fascinating thing where this woman is kind of told what to do, and she does rebel against the whole patriarchy of the Kingdom Society, and that kind of costs her life. And it's from the perspective of a teenage girl that
Amazing.
I was gonna ask if you were all right, Tom, because I didn't hear.
I was just I don't
Vern, it sounds like
radio etiquette for Vern. You have to do it.
It's sorry, Tom, if I didn't mean to be rude to you. Vern, it sounds like she's the OG MJ to me.
Yes,
the way his childhood was taken away from him by his father.
Doing the knowledge, man.
It's like a similar story.
Yeah.
I
guess
love the feature mainly because of all the modern pop songs mixed in like the 17th century, and it works very well.
Kind of like the Romeo and Juliet version in the 90s with DiCaprio. Is it like that kind of with the
they don't have all that, the Shakespearean speak.
Yeah. That is
okay.
Schwartzman's in it. Yeah.
And what's the one with the Joker? What's his name?
Oh, Knight's Tale.
Knight's Tale, yeah. That was like that kind of with the modern music. So yeah, that works sometimes. That is a cool spin because you just expect there to be this classical score because it's that time period where it fits in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Any other questions, Bill, before we move on?
No, but I would like to point out, this is not only our second episode with video, and I was only in the first one last time as a puppet and as a lamb or something like that.
It's sheep. Maybe. It's sheep, you monster.
I was sheep. I'm sorry.
Mary had a little lamb.
But also, considering I wasn't on video in that episode, this is the first ever of 13 episodes where I've worn clothes. And on to number.
I never thought I'd say this. I never thought I would say this. I never thought I'd say this. But Tom, please tell us your number 4.
I really don't know how I feel about that. That's special knowledge.
Don't lie, Tom. You know how you feel about it.
I really don't know how to feel.
I don't know how to feel about that, but kind of special.
Oh God,
special.
Oh my! Don't have a heart attack.
Are you okay?
Don't have a heart
well,
attack.
with my number 4, Jason, to save the show.
Yes, please.
It's because I'm gonna have to go. Let me see. To bring it up, Magnificent 7. And it's the 2016 one, but they redid it on 1960. It was a remake. I'm sure you guys know that. And it's
Samurai.
Yeah, I know you love it, Vern. I know you love it.
I haven't seen Magnificent 7. I've seen the 7 Samurai.
It's pretty good. And here's the thing: I have a question. Like it stars Denzel, and I think Chris Pratt. But there's this woman. Her name's Haley Bennett, I think.
Yeah.
She looks just like, Jennifer Lawrence. She's amazing, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Are they twins?
Even the Marvel movies too.
Are they twins?
No.
What's going on here, Pete?
They're not twins. No.
I know. I just think they're really
equally
similar.
hot.
I think they're. Don't put me in a dark room because I wouldn't know.
You'd be like, "Does that no?"
You're the same to me, baby.
I wasn't aware that was remade. So you said the actors are in it. I'm like,
Yeah,
wait, what?
2016. There's Zany Man.
Oh wow, I'm real behind there.
Yeah,
It's like
You said
there's-
Magnificent Seven. I'm thinking
I'm throwing in
old
westerns.
movie.
You know, my fans love me because I'm real. You know, I'm Tom. Top
We got-
five Tom,
Yeah,
baby.
we gotta change it to Western Tom or
You
Real
know what?
Tom.
You know,
Texas Tom, like Tom and Jerry.
I'm thinking of something
Texas
right
Tom.
now. I'm
Real
supposed to
Tom
say
Whiteside.
something. I'll figure it out.
If you're ever down in Texas, look me up. Look me up.
But yeah, that's my number 4. Let's go on so Jason doesn't
Nice.
freak
Maybe
out.
7.
Jason, am I doing good or what?
You did good, Tom.
Let's
Good
go,
job.
guys. Come on. We got a line here.
All right, Pete, what you
Where
got?
are you?
All right, I told you it was going to be a long number 4 because I'm actually going to read wiki notes. So because it's hard to explain just with a short version of it, you know.
Okay.
But us guys, before we say anything, we all love Monica Bellucci. If you know who I'm talking about,
Monica
Yes.
Bellucci.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And she started off. One of her first roles was in Bram Stoker's Dracula as one of his mistresses, if you remember. But anyways, the movie I'm talking about came from 2000, and it is Milena.
Oh,
And
okay.
it is based in the 1940s. I'm actually not going to read my notes. I'm going to just go with my head. During the World War II era, era and stuff and everything as it was going on, and it was real quick to read my notes. It was in a town called Castle Cuto, and a boy named Renato ends up meeting this beautiful woman, which is her, young, beautiful woman, whose husband just went to war and stuff and all that, and he's fantasized with this girl, like he sort of stalks her. It's a serious movie and a comedy at the same time. If you watch it, you'll laugh your ass off at some parts, but it's serious too. And he gets like so infatuated with her. He starts like he takes her underwear from the line. He watches her in the house, like any teenage boy would do when they see like a hot woman like Monica Bellucci. I'll tell you now, I would have done the same damn thing if I was a teenager, but that's a different story. But so as it goes along, the people in the town start thinking, because she has guys come by and stuff and everything since her husband at war, because she thinks her husband had died. Because they told her after a while that he died. So she has like these guys come by the house and they think that she's a whore when she's really not. Eventually she becomes a prostitute, and because that's when she thinks, like I said, her husband has died, and all this other stuff happened. And the boy, he's trying to protect her and stuff from the people from the town that's trying to like do stuff to her and stuff and everything. Eventually, at one point, the women in the town beat the shit out of her. And it's like I said, it's a very interesting movie. You hear it, you're like, is this a porn? No, it's not a porn. It's a real movie. No, I mean, but the way I that's why I'm not reading the notes, because the way they do it on Wiki, it makes it sound like it's a porn. But eventually she gets banned from the town and stuff, and she moves and stuff and everything and all that, and you find out that her husband survived. And he's looking all over.
Hey, Pete, are you talking about Mary Had a Little Lamb?
Because I want to see this. This sounds
I think you're talking about Mary.
Sorry, but I mean, I'm just.
Laney?
What?
Yeah, I know. I like this.
Mary
I
Had
remember
a
seeing
Little
posters of
Lamb.
this.
Her
two
face
people.
was white as snow.
Yeah.
I think Pete
Okay.
Pete's on it tonight, man.
Pete,
Good
you did a
pick, Pete.
Choice there. You had an M title with an M actor. So Monica Bellucci
Yeah.
and Melina.
Really?
So like the combination here.
Okay.
And I've seen a lot of her movies after I saw The Matrix. I was like, Matrix Revolution or Matrix Reloaded. I'm like, who the hell is this lady?
Shoot him up.
And then, of course, the next movie I saw from Monica Bellucci was Irreversible.
Oh my god. That's a hell
So I
of
read it on Netflix. I'm like,
That's a hell
yeah, it was. I'm like, oh. And that was a very different.
follow up. Yes, I
Yeah.
can tell. And then she
And then,
followed
like,
that
she's
up
like-
with
she's really-
Shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It
told
was
you,
amazing.
oh, yeah, shoot him up. Oh, hell yeah. That sex scene.
Amazing.
Great level.
Amazing work.
Yeah.
Amazing.
She's 56
Amazing.
years old, gentlemen. 56.
All right.
But
Okay.
it was a very interesting movie, that one. I do recommend that because it's like one of those movies where, like, oh, it's based in 1940s with the World War II and all this other stuff. But you think, like, oh, it's going to be crap. And you start watching it, and it's basically about this boy. He's just going through puberty.
Hey, you sold me Monica Bellucci.
Yeah.
She sets the 1940s. Bam. That's all I need, Pete. I
Yeah.
love it. Beautiful.
Bill, any questions?
You know what? I appreciate you asking, but no.
I have to have a running joke somewhere. Okay. I won't ask again.
No.
Okay. My number
By all
4.
means.
My number 4 is a comedy from the early 90s, and it stars Rick Moranis and Steve Martin, and that is My Blue Heaven.
Oh, thank you, Jason. I almost had this on my list. Thank you.
Excellent movie.
This is it's a comedy. It's technically kind of a romantic comedy, but it's about Steve Martin. He plays this mobster guy who goes into the witness protection program. And
see, everything's connected.
Indeed. And so Rick Moranis plays the FBI agent that is supposed to be kind of overseeing his case. And Steve Martin is moved to this like really tiny town. I want to say it was like Arizona or New Mexico, somewhere around there. And it's this mobster guy who's used to like New York City, trying to deal with this, living in this tiny town.
It is good.
And then hilarity ensues, obviously.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to constantly like go back to his old life and his old ways. I think one of the best scenes, one of my favorites, I got a couple favorite scenes, the one where he discovers that the town he's in also has other people from other mob families are also hiding out in this town. So he has like this big like dinner with all these people.
Yeah, that movie's
they
good.
all got like really boring names, and they're all like, "Yo,
Good
I'm like Pete Smith," or something like that. And then my other favorite scene is when they go to New York City, and Steve Martin like does like a trick on Rick Moranis, and he just goes out in the town. And then him and Rick Moranis are just like having like, you know, a night just going around New York City. That's like a great. There's a lot of cool stuff in this movie. Yeah. It's really good. It's really funny. And there's a rumor. I don't know if this is true or not. This is probably not true, but that this is supposedly based on the book that Henry Hill wrote. And if you don't know who Henry Hill is, he's the main guy from Goodfellas.
Okay.
And he wrote a book.
Here's the thing,
Yes.
Yes, Jason, this is what happens, okay? So the writer of that book, the screenwriter, Nicholas Pileggi, he was married to Nora Ephron at the time.
Okay.
So while he was writing the book, he would tell Nora Ephron all these stories, and there were a lot of other stories that he couldn't put into Goodfellas.
Okay.
So Nora just took some of those ideas.
I knew there was a connection somehow, but okay.
And turned that into the script.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool.
Awesome.
That's really cool. I like that. That's cool. So anyway, somehow it's kind of, I feel like, you know, in today, it's kind of underrated. You don't hear a lot of people talking about this nowadays. But
There's
I remember
no Blu-ray for this one.
Yeah, there really isn't. Really? I had looked. I have it on DVD.
I've not Blu-ray.
I have it on DVD, so I never thought to look.
It's a bare bones DVD. It's still like in like a 4:3 aspect ratio. There's like only like a theatrical trailer.
Yeah, I haven't looked,
features,
but in the commentary,
old DVDs old DVDs had like special features, scene selection.
Yes, I probably have that same DVD. I probably do have that exact same one. Anyway, if somehow you haven't seen this is a really funny movie. It's really cool. Definitely check it out. It's one of, and like everyone talks about like Rick Moranis and like Ghostbusters and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He's fucking awesome in this movie as well. Like this should be in his like top 5 like movies you talk about Rick Moranis in, because he was really good as the FBI agent. And I can't talk about this movie enough. So number 4 is
I forgot he did play that. Yeah. That movie is awesome.
Fire. Yeah. Rick Moranis, baby.
So all right.
Good pick, Jay. Good pick.
Rick Moranis.
Thank you.
My Blue Heaven. There you go.
Oh, hey, I didn't even think about that. There you go. Bill, what is your number 4?
My number 4. Well, my number 4 picks are tie, and they are this is why I disagreed with you earlier, Tom. Men in Black 3 and Mr. Holland's Opus.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, great movie.
Very yes. I concur.
I have not seen Mr.
You
Holland's
know,
Opus.
Zany, it's really
really?
both of them though.
Yeah,
it's
I
really
have not.
both.
It's a good
I feel
movie.
ashamed, Zadie.
Right,
Wait,
Zany?
What do you mean?
Zadie, I have not seen Mr. Holland's Opus just because every time I watch a video in the 90s, they would play that trailer for Mr. Holland's Opus, and that trailer, I feel like, gives away the whole movie in those 2 minutes. And that's why I've never seen it.
Okay.
But I'm sure it does something different there. I will watch
Yeah.
it. Richard Dreyfuss is a great actor, but I just have not seen that. I apologize.
And P, you said they're coming out with a number 4, right?
For what?
for
What was that? Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bill,
Wait,
yeah.
That
Men in
was
Black
not-
3.
I
Men
didn't
in
say
Black
nothing
3
about-
was really
That was not
good.
his choices.
Yeah, Men in Black 3 was pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I disagreed earlier.
Well,
when you-
really, it's all of them, but I mean, I just go with the first one, with both,
No,
franchises.
you had made a statement about how anyone that doesn't pick the first Men in
I
Black
did.
movie.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
live.
did.
I do not live in the past. I do not live in the past.
No, but I love all of them. They're all good.
Yeah.
The reason I picked 3 is that I can watch that every single day, never get tired of it.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what.
it's-
Isn't it Andy Warhol? And then you have
yes,
some things going
time
on in that
travel-
one.
The whole time travel element.
Yeah, I like that.
And I think it's not to get all sappy and stuff, but I just
Yeah,
get
don't
all,
cry. Don't cry.
I get
Zane.
all emotional.
I do it to a lot of people. Don't
I'm
cry.
Not you, silly. No,
Tommy Lee Jones part, right? The Tommy Lee Jones.
yeah, I don't want to give nothing
Yeah.
away, but yeah, I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, when Will Smith discovers the big giant secret that Tommy Lee Jones, Officer K, was hiding all those years,
Yeah.
and he has he has a single man tear, as they would say on Supernatural. And it gets me choked up. I could watch
Yeah.
that movie all the time. It's excellent.
You believe you can fly.
Zadie, you want a hug? You need a hug.
Yeah, give him a
do.
hug, Vern.
You know,
I
I'm
just-
here. I'm just
I just don't want to fight no weird alien fish.
I'll do it.
I'll
do it
take
for
a
you.
hug, Vern. Thank you.
Oh, talking about alien fish.
There, man.
Limp Bizkit's next week at the fest, man.
Yes. And the hot dog flavored water.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know what that had to do with anything, but okay.
No, sorry. Oh, no, he was talking about fish.
I don't know how I
No,
feel
chocolate
about
starfish,
that.
you know?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Oh,
Right.
chocolate starfish. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
All
got you.
right. I got you.
Chocolate.
Not
All right.
not fish. Like
No,
heavy
no,
things.
now I know why.
Heavy things on you.
Now I know why. Now I know why.
Why you want to hate me? Why
No, I know
wanna-
why you want to hate me.
I know.
Well,
all right, moving on.
Anything
Moving
else?
Pete,
on. Moving on.
Pete.
Yes. All right. Let's. Okay.
But-
That's our number 4s.
Yes, but
Okay.
Nora Jones don't know why.
All right, Vern.
Congratulations.
3,
Yes.
please. Number 3.
Okay, number 3, guys, is I'm choosing the second feature from Christopher Nolan, Memento.
Oh, this was on my
Cool.
short list.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was cool.
Yes.
Guy Pearce.
Yes.
He plays a guy
Yeah.
with short-term amnesia, which means he can't
That's a
form
tattoo.
any new memories. And for people that don't know what Memento is, the whole movie kind of runs backwards.
Mhm.
So we're seeing each scene that plays is the scene before it. And there's also other scenes of him in a hotel room, and he's describing his condition, and that's played forward-wise. And great. I guess it's not really a time travel movie, but it deals with time aspects. Would you agree with that, Jason? Just
Everything's in reverse.
It's not. Yeah, it's
Hey,
not really. Yeah, no. It's just we're just
Hey,
seeing the
Vern, hey,
story
Vern.
fold out backwards.
or yeah.
So it starts at the ending, and then as we go through the story, it's just like okay, then we're in the next scene, and then at the very end of it, that's
But
the
it puts you in
beginning of the
the-
story.
It
It
kind
puts
of
you in the
has.
headspace of a guy who has that
Wow.
short-term memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does a brilliant job. When I saw this movie, I think I finished it and then I had to watch it over again Just
I can understand that.
It plays out like a Tarantino type of way.
Oh,
It's like a movie like that, yeah.
But
It's
Tarantino
just
goes like all over the place.
yeah.
This movie,
True.
it just goes from backwards to the middle to forward and then back to the beginning again. That's what Tarantino does. This movie is chronologically backwards.
Backward, yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta kind of remember the last scene that you saw, and it just makes more sense here.
Right.
I think Carrie Ann Moss is in this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
She is.
Ken Leone. Also, this is also was done by Lana. No, sorry, it's not. It's Christopher Nolan. Sorry.
Christopher Nolan, yeah.
Yes. I said that before, because my mind's going right now. This happens when I get to with you gentlemen. But yes.
I don't blame you. And I'm here every week, so how do you think I feel?
So, yes. Memento, great flick. That's my number 3.
Awesome.
Bill, any questions on a Memento?
No, but thank you. I do have something to point out. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but you have a theme going on here with some amnesia, I think.
Yes.
And
really?
I feel like because Kermit and now Memento.
Yes, you're right.
Oh,
Paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And didn't we discuss something about amnesia on our last episode, guys?
I can't
I
remember.
feel like something. Yeah.
It's all about the Vern.
I might have amnesia right now.
Too many weeks. We'll figure it out later. Thank you,
All right.
Vern. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That was a great pick, man. That's my number 3.
Yeah, that's not on my list, but I was strongly considering it.
That's a
was
really good story.
great
Really
pick.
It's awesome.
I haven't seen it though in years since Jason showed it to me on VHS.
Yep.
Many years ago, but
VHS.
I remember
That
loving
was
it.
back on VHS. Wow.
Yeah.
I think you
remember
guys are
loving it,
like,
though.
I think we're hitting them out of the park. We're all doing great.
Yes, I agree.
That's right, Tom. What
Yeah,
is your number
I'm
3?
inspiring. I try to
Yes.
be uplifting, and I don't have to try. You feel good.
You're uplifted, inspiring. What is your
Just
number
feel
3?
good, Vern.
Film.
It's going to be all right, Vern.
Top
I
5
noticed,
Texas Tom. It's your turn,
I
buddy.
know.
Tom, inspire us.
You know-
What is your number 3?
I'll tell you if you're
Okay.
nice, Vern. I'll tell
I
you.
love you, Tom.
But you guys remember that movie Maleficent? Or was it Maleficent? How do you say it? Maleficent?
Maleficent.
Yes.
Is that
Maleficent.
right? With Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
I kind of like Maleficent.
I'll be
The
honest. I have
villain
not.
of Snow White and the
I
Seven
think I'm
Dwarfs.
forgetting
Yes.
the V in it though. I don't know. I had to go to Google.
Maleficent. I think it's-
Maleficent. That's
yeah.
what it was, bro. Yeah. Thanks,
I-
thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
But,
buddy.
that was a good one, and I just wanted to bring that one up for a second.
That's not your
Yeah.
pick, though.
No,
It's-
I haven't
No.
seen
Broken
that,
Madam
but
M's.
I need to see it.
it's all about Vern and Jason. We care about you, your mental thing, and taking a break every now and then. You have to. Zany, you know how it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we all need to do that
I mean,
every once in a while.
But 5 ways to be more confident, Jason. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stay focused on you. Love yourself and be your own number 1 fan. You can do it,
This
man.
PSA
this all-
announcement was brought to you by Tom.
Don't stress the little
Is this
things.
in
Vern,
Maleficent?
and go,
They
just
talk
go.
about-
just
Yeah,
He
go,
hasn't done
just
a
go.
he hasn't done a
Just
thing like
go
this
with
one.
the flow if you can.
Tom, I picked
Everything
those
always
certain
happens
words.
everything happens for a reason.
Yes, it does, Tom.
Number
Tom,
4,
what's your number 3?
always look.
I'll be
for the
down
positive
here if you
in
need me.
every situation.
That's what
Tom.
she said.
Jason,
Tom.
always look.
I
for
see
the
a
Tom.
positive.
music deal popping up
Tom.
any minute.
That's
Tom,
what she said.
Tom,
You like that, Zany?
Tom.
They know what I'm talking about.
buddy.
Music video.
And my number 5. This is by
No,
someone
you're number
who's,
3.
a really good confidence
My number
speaker.
You're number 3.
Yeah.
No.
You're on-
No, I was helping Jason here, guys.
gotta move on
Gentlemen, you have to pay attention. I'm on number 5 for confident ways.
Oh,
5 ways to be more confident. 5 is do what you love. Do what you love, Vern. Because life is too
Do what
short
I love,
to
do what I
waste
love,
your
Tom.
time.
I want you to say your number 3 pick.
Life is too short to waste your time
That's how you get really.
on anything else.
I'm really confident you tell me number 3
Anything
pick.
different than David Hasselhoff
So
for
that's
music
it. Hey,
video?
Jason, does that make you smile a little bit?
Yes.
You
If
feel
I say
confident?
yes, will you say what your number 3 is?
Yeah, I got to. No, before I go, that was by Heather Monahan,
Oh wait,
She's
you just
really
say your number.
good.
Actually, you just say your number 3.
She's really
It was
good. You
Maleficent.
guys should look her up.
Maleficent.
No,
Okay,
he
moving
said-
on.
I'm just
Moving
not sure
on.
how this is.
Sorry.
Anyway,
No,
no.
now that we have
He
Jason
said it
more
was
confident-
not Maleficent.
No,
Oh
because
Jesus!
No,
moving
no,
on
it
here.
wasn't.
Tom, read the title here.
He said it was not Maleficent.
Okay.
Pete, we
It's
scared
not
Pete
Maleficent,
away.
you know,
We
it's not
scared Pete
Maleficent.
away.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay,
My number
then we'll-
3,
We
though,
scared Pete
go in the
away.
book, my number 3 is going to be Minority Report. Steven
All right.
Spielberg.
Oh,
Minority
good
Report.
one. Good one.
Yeah,
Steven
it's
Spielberg.
2002 for the fans.
Good one.
Yeah, I try a little bit. I try to encourage Jason.
Sorry.
I
And
enjoyed
hey, Vern, do you know
Uh-oh.
do you know the story, Vern? Like
Pete
who
the
wrote it?
Viking.
based on a book by Philip K. Dick.
Who was it, Vern?
Oh, Phil.
Minority Report is based on the story by Philip K. Dick.
I swear to
I just
God,
can't
I
hear
thought
you. I
Vern
can't-
said
I
Moby
can't
Dick,
hear 'em.
and I was like,
They're all talking, Vern. They're all talking. Can you do it one more time?
Philip K. Dick, based on a
Well,
story by Philip.
you don't got to be
K.
mean
Dick.
about it. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to talk here.
all right.
Okay, never mind. You like that, Jason?
Yes. Yes. I
Okay,
do.
well that's my number 3. Let's go on to
Pete,
Petey.
Please,
hiding
Pete,
in the.
please.
He's
What was
hiding,
your-
guys.
All right, Viking
I'm
Pete. Viking
here.
Pete. It's your turn.
Oh my god.
Aye. If you like Jennifer Lopez,
Okay. Yeah.
she's definitely in this movie. If you like Woody Harrelson teaming up with good old Wesley Snipes,
Okay.
you know the movie I'm about to say, Money Train.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I
if you
have
know what
not
I'm
seen
saying
this.
about Jennifer Lopez, you know what I mean. But anyways, it was from 1995, and it's basically about these two stepbrothers, pretty much like adopted brothers. Wesley Snipes and I can't say it, Woody Harrelson. They are cops in this movie, and they are trying to figure out try to find the serial killer that is inside the train station that they do the beat on every week and stuff and everything every day. And they end up figuring out that the guy's name is the Torch, this serial killer, and he kills this like one lady inside the I'm trying not to read my notes, sorry. I'm doing good without
What
notes.
you got?
So anyways, he tries to burn her, throws in the stuff and everything. So they team up with Jennifer Lopez's character and stuff and everything, and they end up falling for her as they're trying to solve the mystery of who's the guy doing all this stuff and try to catch him. And it's very funny at parts, lots of action. It's like real brothers, because trust me, and my brother, we argue like that sometimes. But it's really good. It's really, really one of those action-packed 90s movies that's typical too, like your typical. That's why I'm wearing a hat too, by the way. 90s
So
types.
I just want to know one thing, Pete.
Huh.
Do Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, do they run a money train on Jennifer Lopez?
Whoa, okay.
Oh wow.
Little team
okay
action,
then.
little
Wesley
figure-
Snipes won.
And-
Wesley Snipes won that battle. So,
We're-
but anyways,
Oh snap!
Okay.
And we're talking old school Fly Girl J-Lo,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
In living color.
I never
But,
saw this one before, but I will definitely seek it out now.
yeah. There's a really good scene, Vern. Really good scene, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Really good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it must have been cut out.
No.
That's the director's cut, or
No.
Well, they-
that's the Woody special edition.
Oh my
Wait.
God.
What? Wesley sniped that ass. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
yeah.
Money
Somebody-
Train.
All right,
That
Money
was a
Train.
good one. That was a
Money
good
Train.
one, Vern.
Money train. Money
one of my
train. All right.
friends is gonna watch
Good-
this and stuff and
good
everything, and they're
pick,
gonna go
Pete.
like, man.
All right.
Good
No,
job,
no.
Viking Pete.
That was good.
Stay
That
away
was
from
good.
that place, Vern. Don't go
All right,
near
Jason. What's your number
All right.
3?
My number 3 is
Train around you.
another comedy. This is a It's a spoof of Agatha Christie style stories of of a murder that takes place in a mansion, and the detective has to try to figure it out. But this has 5 different detectives trying to solve it, and this is Murder by Death.
Ah,
Oh, I just saw this one recently. There's a theater right by where I live that played this in like 35 millimeter. I never saw it before.
Oh,
It was
really?
actually pretty good.
Yeah, this is an awesome movie. So, this movie has fictionalized versions of like famous fictional detectives. So there's like a fictional Sam Spade, there's a fictional Miss Marple, there's a fictional Hercule Poirot, there's a fictional Charlie Chan, and there's a fictional the Thin Man. But they all have different names, so to avoid copyright things. And it's about Truman Capote plays. Yes, that Truman Capote plays a guy who invites all these detectives to his house to solve a murder, and it ends up being his murder. And so then just kind of wacky shenanigans ensue. The house is like kind of like a trick house. There's like rooms that rotate and move, and duplicate rooms, and they leave one room and they come in and come back and everyone's gone. There's like swords falling from the ceiling. There's a deaf mute cook. There's all kinds of silliness in this movie. It's a lot of fun. If you're really into like those kind of like old detective stories and movies, that's like Agatha Christie, like I said, this is gonna I think this is gonna tickle your funny bone, because this is really funny.
I think a good combination with this one, Jason, would be Clue.
Yes, this would make a damn good double feature with Clue. Absolutely, yeah. Yes. So you got to check out, if you haven't seen, my number 3, Murder by Death.
Love that, Jason. All right,
that was a good.
Danny, any questions about Murder by Death?
I got Vern doing it.
Awesome. No, I will say that I saw this again. I have only seen it since Jason showed it to me on VHS many years ago at his grandma's house.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing how many people have not seen this. It's so criminally underrated. It is.
I would like to watch this again. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is a fun movie. Absolutely.
I felt that was what do you call it? Mel Brooks and Zucker brothers.
It's definitely that style of humor. It's definitely that style of humor.
I would say
it is definitely
parody type.
Absolutely. So, all right, Bill, what you got?
What I got? What I got? No. My number 3.
Number 3.
My number 3.
Yes.
This is a tie again. Big surprise.
Sure.
But these are the first tie in my list this week that are actually related in a way, and directly related. And these movies are so excellent and so silly. There's no way that I would just be in
the anticipation's killing me.
Anticipation. No. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, nice.
And thank you. And Monty Python's Meaning of Life.
Oh, very excellent choices.
Yeah.
Every sperm is safe. Yeah.
Yes.
I could not decide because they're both so excellent in different ways.
That. Any Monty Python you could put in here would be
absolutely.
A good choice. Yeah.
But
Holy Grail,
true.
Classic movie. The Knights, just help! I'm being repressed. Every single thing is just.
I fart in your general direction.
One of my favorite things about the DVD is that they have subtitles for people who hate the movie.
Yes, I remember that. Yes, I turned that on once. That was hilarious.
Yeah. And also, I like the fact too that on the DVD, I don't know if your copy has this, but mine had it begins like the short film A Day with the Dentist.
Yes. My copy has that too. Yeah, the DVD is
Not
so
sure if mine does or
hilarious.
not.
There's all these random things in it. Yes.
Yeah.
I have to look now when the show's over.
Yes.
I'm not sure if mine has that.
There's
There's
so many
special
weird
features
random
with-
things.
They have
The 23 seconds that was cut out of them.
yeah.
Like that was funny.
Yeah, I guess they did see with Legos.
Oh, that I missed. I didn't see that.
It's on the special features. It's when the knights get to Camelot. Camelot. It's only a model. We're knights of the round table. They do that whole sequence with the Legos.
Oh, really? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
It's on the special features.
That's cool. All right.
Ne-
Let's check
never
that out.
mind. 'Tis a silly place.
Yes. Oh.
All right. Yeah, I had Meaning of Life as a honorable mention, but I so many damn movies I couldn't fit them all in. So
But Jason, I couldn't possibly eat another bite.
It's only a thin waffle.
all right. So let's move on to our number twos, and let's try to compose ourselves, and
All right.
let's try to get through this.
From number three was the not being able to another bite to number 2.
All right, Vern, kick us off.
All right, my number 2 is May.
Ah,
Angela Bettis.
That's a great movie.
yes,
That
dude.
is
by Lucky McKee. If you don't know the story of May, May focuses on this girl. She's very shy, doesn't have a lot of friends. And when she grows up, she decides to, instead of having friends, she decides to make her own friend. And she does it by using the body parts of other people. It's definitely a Frankenstein story. You feel for this character, this lead character, even though she does very horrible things, because she's just a lonely girl who just wants to have a friend. And every time she meets a friend, they turn on her. And she's always fascinated by parts of people. Like she likes the hand of this one guy, or she likes the legs of this other girl, and all these different parts, but not a perfect whole. And I think it's a very good horror film, also a really good practice story about loneliness. And I love what Angela Bettis does. An amazing job. This was Lucky McKee's first feature. He went on to direct The Woman, as well as Cheerleaders Must Die, or I think it's All Cheerleaders Die. That's it. May, my number 2.
Yes, I love this movie.
Is that May or
Yeah, May.
M-A-E? M-A-Y?
M-A-Y, yeah.
I have
Yes.
not heard of this. I'm going to check
It's
it out.
great, Bill. Check it
Yeah,
out.
It's an awesome movie.
Thanks, guys. Well, what about you, Tom? Have you heard of it?
Hell no. Yeah. I'm an American, man. I'm an American. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
it's
So you're going to check it out, right?
Yeah, I will. Thank you so much
right.
for the knowledge.
All right, Tom, I'm gonna clock you. What's your number? What's your number 2?
Okay. You guys want me, and you can have a little bit, not everything. Are you ready?
I'm very
Yes.
We were talking about like a special movie that I seen. I was like, I had to keep it a secret, but it's really good movie. And don't worry, I'll send you that 5 Ways to Be Confident, Heather Monahan, for the fans. Don't worry, top 5. You will learn from women other than your mommy. I'm here for you.
Are you a mommy?
Anyway, back to my number 2. It starts out. There's this woman. I'll give you some trivia for Jason because he don't like the. You can't make the producer wait. Okay, fans. They're on me. They're on me. Good, baby. But there's only 3 actors in this movie. Vern.
Okay.
This is my number 2, and it's a big deal. People care.
Okay.
And the weird thing is, it's like this movie. It starts out. This woman, she's laying in the middle of the road, looking at the sky. There's a car coming, Vern,
Okay.
and you don't know. She's not moving. You don't know if she's going to get run over, what she's doing. She looks like she's got feelings, Jason, going on.
Who are the three actors?
Oh, well, we'll get to that. There's only 3 of them in the movie, Vern.
Okay. So,
I know 2. Her name's Gaia. Oh, no, I'll look in my notes for a second for you, okay? But, so the car stops. She did move out of the road. This is how the movie begins, gentlemen. The guy, talking yabba whatever, abdi about whatever. And then finally says, hey, can I give you a ride to town? And she's like, no. And, she's kind of going through. Who's laying in the middle of the road, Zany, at night when there's traffic coming, It's kind of crazy, huh, Zany?
I'd say so, yeah.
Anyway, so it starts out that way, and she's like, no, I don't want to ride. Some creepy guy or something, and he's just trying to be nice, and he's like, whatever. All right, the next town is 7 miles straight. And so he starts to drive away, and she stops him and starts screaming for a ride. She gets in, and let's just say the movie, anyway, it is a phenomenal movie. Pete, you'll love it. You know why, Pete? Because it's a little like Saw, this movie. Oh. And it's called Meander. That is the name of it. Well, it's really new. Like Jason brought up a new one. So, and this one is, it really came out in 2020, but they released it July 9th, 2021.
Okay.
Huh.
And
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. Meander. And it's like it's half like French, half English, the movie. But you won't even notice I guess it's kind of foreign film. It's France,
Sure.
France is foreign.
Meander.
Low budget, man. Low budget film for my number 2.
Okay.
Work well too.
Sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out.
Hold on. Cool. It was Gail Weiss, Vern, the lead, and here's the thing. Like anyway, the guy like kidnaps her at the beginning, right? That's what you think.
Okay. Well,
But then she's going into it's deadly trap. Like if you like Saw, Pete, did you like Saw?
Yeah.
You're gonna love this movie. And somebody told me it was a redo from a movie from like early 2000, or 2006. But I don't know how that goes because it is fairly new, guys.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And so wait, to finish up, to find what happens is when she's going through the Saw stuff, Pete.
You spoil it. Don't spoil the movie.
Yeah, don't spoil
what happens? She runs in. Well, no, this is at the beginning. This is at the beginning, and it's a really cool movie.
Yeah.
Check out Meander. Vern.
I would totally agree
Meander.
with that.
But anyway, she runs into the guy,
no,
right?
No, I don't want
that kidnapper.
There's no stopping. There's no stopping him. There's no stopping him.
All right, you know what? I ain't gonna spoil it. I ain't gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil anything. But it's my number 2.
Okay. Awesome.
I am going to talk to Tom.
Who's going to watch
deal with my number 2?
Did I make you want to watch it? Did I make you?
Yeah, actually, I kind of want to check it out.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you, Jason. It means a lot.
You've painted a very colorful picture there, Tom. Sorry.
Me and Tom were just
dude, she's in it's really confined, and there's only one way out, and that's moving forward. And it's an amazing movie.
Okay.
All right.
But, it's mazes and deadly. It's kind of better than Saw. Without the whatever,
maybe.
But
you sold me. You already sold the movie, Tom.
I think so, but that's my sleeper one. I told you, Zany, didn't I? Well, I didn't verbally.
Yeah,
I did.
But I want to talk to Tom just for a second. Hey, Tom.
Yeah. What's going on in your world, Pete? What can I help you with? How can I help?
Well, all right. We talked about this on Messenger and stuff and everything recently.
Yeah.
One of the movies where I can say, and you're going to laugh all of you about this, but you could say that the two actor and actress actually really fucked in the movie. Tom knows which one I'm talking about here too, because like I said, we talked about it recently.
Really?
Yes. And that movie is Monsters Ball.
Oh yeah, that is a beautiful pick. Are you going into that pick? And I
is that your number 2? Is that your number 2?
Wait. That's not the reason why
Jason,
I'm putting it as number 2.
Did they really start dating, right? Right after that movie or during the movie?
Billy Bob.
Love,
like that.
You have love on the set.
Yeah.
I love it.
So that whole scene with Billy Bob and the
they were professional.
Pretty much legit.
Things got heated. Yeah. A little hot.
to get into the synopsis of the movie, it's about Billy Bob Thornton, who is actually the killer, which I'm not giving anything away because that's what they do in the preview too. Of well, not the killer, but he's the one who incarcerated Halle Berry's husband and ended up kill him. And she doesn't know that though, and they end up dating. And it's a very racial tension type movie. And I thought it was just great. One of the few times I can actually say, besides Eminem and 8 Mile, where a rapper actually really did a really excellent job acting, which was Sean Combs, P. Diddy, P. Puffy, whatever his name is now. But Puffy plays Halle Berry's husband that I'm talking about here, and he played a really serious role in there. And it's just one of those movies you sit back, watch, and you start thinking about stuff because things like this happen in real life where you have somebody that's racial, and it gets turned around from who he's racist with, or it could be a woman too with that. But what I'm saying, like it all happens like that. That's like one of those stories here. And I'm going to just say that in short for this movie. It's a very well acted, very great movie. Go check out Monsters Ball if you haven't.
I'm not for sure.
That's a great movie. Good pick.
He was racist, right? He was kind of racist in this.
Oh yeah, he really didn't like black people in the movie.
But
until he fucked Halle Berry. Then he fucked Halle Berry and he changed his mind.
Yeah.
Well, turn any racist around right away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it is the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yeah, okay.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, Pete, that was a good pick.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, good pick, man.
Okay,
Jason,
my number two. My number two, I was so ahead of you guys on this list that back in June, I went on a podcast called Cinema Recall, and all of my thoughts that I have about this movie, you can listen to on that podcast. So go to Google, go type in Cinema Recall, a map of Mulholland Drive, and then if you listen to all 5 episodes, well, I'm only in 4, but if you listen to all 4 episodes that I'm in, you will hear my thoughts on Mulholland Drive. So my number 2 is Mulholland Drive. Bill, what's your number 2?
Thank you.
The way he just jumped in there.
I love that, Jason. You say, you want to hear my thoughts on Mulholland Drive, check out the show, and then move on.
Because I say my thoughts like in every episode, and we talk about it, so I don't need to repeat myself.
I
want everyone to listen to Vern's show because it's actually really well done, really well put together.
Okay,
Vern worked really hard on that show. Yeah. And I want everyone to go check it out. And you can.
He has a Patreon.
Everything I had to say about Mulholland Drive to be on those episodes.
Yeah, good point,
my number 2.
Bill.
I know.
Bill.
I know.
What's your number 2?
Tom made a great point that we should follow you on your Patreon also, Vern. But
well, what's ours, Zany? I didn't know what ours was for top 5.
Huh?
Do you know what it is?
What are you talking about?
Your Patreon for top 5 everything.
Oh, well, as of now, we don't have an official one, but
let's blame Vern. We'll blame Vern.
But
blame me.
Hey, little baby steps. What about Bob? What about
Bob? I believe I posted the first 2 or 3 episodes at least on my personal Patreon, so I appreciate you bringing that up because if people follow Bill Zaney Patreon, they can get the top 5. So thank you. Okay, my number 2 is, this might surprise some of you, but it probably won't. Probably not at all. It is. It's one of those, I have a tendency to put movies that are not considered Christmas movies, but considered Christmas movies by me and my family, because for whatever reason we always watch them at Christmas time. Okay. This is another one of those, and it stars the great, possibly the greatest comedy duo ever, Laurel and Hardy, and this is. It was originally titled Babes in Toyland, so I could have put it under B. It's one of the movies that could go under multiple letters.
Sure.
But it's March of the Wooden Soldiers, what it's
Yeah.
mostly marketed
Oh.
as in the
I am
US.
not even at all remotely surprised.
I like this classic pick, Bill. I love it.
Thank you, Vern. Thank you. It's oh my goodness. Laurel is so funny in this movie, like on his top of his game. He's got these things that maybe this might have inspired Pee Wee Herman. I'm not sure. He's got these
Probably.
things called Pee-wees. They're like little green things that like look like a vegetable, and he bounces them on the ground, and then he hits them like like you're playing baseball.
Huh.
And that's one of my favorite parts of the movie is him. Well, I gotta hit my Pee-wee, you know.
So Zany, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Then I am not the only one.
You dig this movie, Tom?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Nice. It's always good when we share an opinion, Tom. It's always good.
I like that Bill. I like that pick. I like that Bill pick. No, I like that pick, Bill.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
good. That's
yeah.
a good pick.
Oh,
And
Thank you,
I've
guys.
known you long enough to remember you were really into this movie. So, yes, I'm not surprised. So awesome,
Thank you.
awesome job.
Oh, well, real quick, I'm sorry. I just want to throw out one want to throw out one fact real quick.
okay.
People do not know this. I wasn't sure myself for a long time because I didn't know if it was just a wild coincidence or what. Mickey Mouse is in this movie.
Oh,
The Mickey Mouse. And
Wow.
I've looked it up. I finally looked it up recently and found out for sure it is true. They got permission to use Mickey Mouse in this
Wow.
movie.
Huh.
I always wondered if it was just a random mouse that they made to look like Mickey because I knew he was around at the time.
Yeah.
But he's just randomly in with all these fairy tale characters and Laurel and Hardy, and it's
Huh. I don't
Yeah.
remember that. You showed this to me. Probably just one time, but I don't remember that. I guess I have to check this out sometime.
Yeah,
I
I got.
highly recommend it.
I haven't seen that in years since I was like a kid, I think. But I do recall seeing some animation in there. So
yeah. I've never seen this one. I've heard of Babes in Toyland, but that's because of the Minneapolis alt rock band called Babes in Toyland. But
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
Time for our number ones.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Vern, please.
All right.
What is your number
so
one?
Mine is going to be a tie, and I figured it's my number one. I got to have a tie here. So my number one is going to be Mad Max Fury Road
that's good. That's really
and Mars Attacks.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
These are both Mars Attacks. It kind of came around like after Independence Day, and it's a total sci-fi spoof. You see, before Mars Attacks, Tim Burton made a movie called Ed Wood,
Yes.
which is about like the worst director ever made, and he had a feature called Plan 9 from Outer Space, which you could hear the audio drama of Plan 9 from Outer Space that was originally part of The Lair of the Unwanted, hosted
Yep.
by Jason and Nolan. I was
Yep.
part of that script read, and I decided to take Plan 9 from Outer Space and turn it into an audio drama. We checked that out on the site. It's under season 2 of the cinemarecall.net, little audio play there. But
Yes.
anyways, after the Tim Burton made Ed Wood, he wanted to say what would happen if Ed Wood had a bigger budget. And so hence came
yeah.
out
Yeah.
Mars Attacks.
I can see
And
that.
it's got a whole big star cast. Martin Short, Jack Nicholson, Annette Bening, Michael J. Fox, Sarah Jessica Parker, Jack Black, just everyone is in this movie. And it's about an alien invasion. And that's all you really need to know. It's hilarious.
Nope.
It's goofy. It's very
Very
goofy.
goofy. You got Jim Brown, Pam Grier's in this, Danny DeVito. I'm naming every actor you can think of.
Yeah.
Is in this one. Tom Jones is in this one.
Nice.
Freaking great. Just it's one of the best like all-star cast movies. And of course, my second pick with Mad Max Fury Road, Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron. It's basically it's a simple plot. Basically, Tom Hardy has to bring these girls to this one location where they're supposed to find like this tree of life, and then he drives them back. That's it. That's the whole movie's done in cars, but it's beautiful. Actually got to see the black and chrome version of the movie, and I found the black and chrome version to be absolutely beautiful. Probably my favorite version of that movie, but whatever version you like is good. Did we kill Bill?
No.
Okay, good. Okay. But yes, those are my two choices right there.
Sorry.
I just make sure you're good,
They
buddy.
got a prequel coming out with
Thank you.
Furiosa.
They do. Oh, they do. Is she Charlize Theron being cast in that?
Yeah, I think it's Anna Taylor-Joy that's playing Charlize Theron's.
Oh, my
Charlize
God.
Theron.
Oh,
If I'm
my heart.
That's who
I love Anya Taylor-Joy. I think she's a really great actress, and she's very beautiful too. Yes, very. All right, cool. Love that.
and throw that little fact in there.
Those were two very good, excellent picks, Vern. I like them.
Thanks, man.
Tom, what is your number one?
I mean, I can't get off my number two here. My number two, come on, French. I picked a French film that was great. Oh man, are you gonna check it out?
Yes.
And,
But I don't know if I'm going to now because you keep talking about it.
oh yeah, I was gonna say something else about it. There might be aliens in there, guys.
Ooh, damn it.
So you're definitely gonna check it out because your number one was involving aliens or something, right?
Yeah, Mars Attacks, yes.
There you go.
Matt, we are your friends. Matt.
But with my
Come on,
number
we are
one, I'm
friends.
gonna go. Let me see here. I'm going Midway. Okay, this movie, it stars Ed Skrein, Woody Harrelson, Patrick Wilson, Nick Jonas, believe it or not, Dennis Quaid, Mandy Moore's in this, and Luke Evans. And it's World War II. I had to pick that one because I mean we just had Independence Day. The fans know. What do you think about that, gentlemen? Have you seen it?
I've not seen Midway.
Nope.
You haven't?
Nope. I haven't.
I haven't seen the original or the remake that you mentioned.
Well, it's some story facts, movie facts. World War II, James R. Doolittle received like the Medal of Honor from President Roosevelt upon his return, right, from after the war, guys.
Yeah.
And like they're 80 Raiders, which is they held like a ceremony until he died. I mean, it's a big deal, this movie, Midway. And they all do great in it. And what I found out is that Wade McCluskey, I don't know if you guys know about like rankings and awards that they give away. But the U.S. Navy receives the Wade McCluskey Award. The most outstanding attack squadron receives that every year. Or I think it's every year. I mean, I could be unsure about that. Yeah. And this movie, like, I think all of them are mentioned in the movie. Woody Harrelson, I forget which one he plays, but Dennis Quaid does a pretty good job. Great actor.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe Mandy Moore was in it. I didn't really realize that until, I mean, she's really good.
Good?
She
Yeah.
has really matured. She has really matured with her acting and
Nicholas Jonas. I couldn't believe it. Like I think he's a better actor now than. Well, I think he's like a band member, or he was, or he still is.
Better.
Yeah.
You say he's a better
They
actor
have
than
a hot
was
song. I
Teen
think,
Idol?
"Leave Me Before You Love Me." I don't know if you guys heard it.
All
It's
right.
pretty good though. Pretty good song there. But yeah,
Cool.
check out Midway.
Midway.
Okay.
Oh my God,
Would love
that's my
some.
number one. That's my number one,
Love
guys.
it.
Awesome.
That's a great pick too. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's really good.
I couldn't
Very
believe
cool.
how good it was, man.
Nice.
I still got to rent it. I see it in the red box. I haven't got it
Yeah.
yet.
Dude, the Imperial Japanese Army, man, they some movie facts you'll find out is like they killed an estimated what was it? 250,000. 250,000 Chinese civilians, man. So don't you be worrying about COVID.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess around, But yeah, it's a great movie. You guys will learn a lot about, I guess, the
history,
Air Force and World War II. Like Pearl Harbor happened, and then Midway was after that.
I love it, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
But I mean, I don't know if Vern knows. Like, they made movies in the '60s or '50s about that, I think.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
You might want to acknowledge Bill right now.
Why? What'd he do?
Just look at his screen.
Okay. Let
me see. Hold
on. What happened to him? Is he talking about Muppets? Oh, wait. Tommy.
Tom with the picture.
It's a picture of me, man. I'm really happy to be here. I'm learning about podcasts and, Thanks, Bill. Yeah. Thanks for showing love. My video setup might come, but it's for my OnlyFans. My OnlyFans. You got to subscribe, Vern, if you want to see
all the time.
If you want to see some of the whipped cream, and I mean, I ain't gonna go there yet.
All right, Pete, please. What's your number one? Let's just stop this.
You can't do that for free, Vern. You can't do it for free. You can't do it for free.
Go, Pete. Go.
Go ahead, Pete. Pete, you're number one. Okay.
I have a tie.
Okay.
All right. It is the battle of two greats. It is the battle of Robin Williams versus Joe Pesci. Okay. The first one is, hello, I am Virginia Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably one of the funniest scenes ever for Robin Williams. I mean, he's had some really funny scenes, but when he did the rehearsal scene where he's trying to get into character for the Mrs. Doubtfire, and that whole scene right there where he's just like, oh, hi, how you doing? Whatever, all the different voices and stuff that he was doing, all the goofy shit, like that whole 5-minute scene was just hilarious. But the funniest part, and anybody can agree with me, is when he flips off Pierce Brosnan and he goes out the window like that, Yeah. That the whole him fighting with Pierce Brosnan through the whole movie. I mean, not fighting, but like bickering and doing all that. That made the movie. That was just the most hilarious stuff. My number two for number one, the second movie.
Before you go to that one, so Pete, you do realize that there's supposed to be like an R-rated cut of Mrs. Doubtfire. There's like a lot of outtakes. I still want that to come out. I don't know if it will, but just really
I heard there was a lot of stuff they didn't put in there that was not kid friendly with the Rob Williams jokes. And and you know how Robin Williams gets. If you ever hear Live at the Met,
funny.
That is one of the funniest things that you see for a stand-up. But
hey, it's Joe Pesci again. I can't do Joe Pesci really today. I'm trying to do Joe Pesci. We got to talk about these two Utes. I'm a lawyer. My name is my cousin Vinny.
Nice.
Yeah. My nephew and his friend, they got accused of a murder they didn't do. So I have to represent them. I just came out of school, for being a lawyer. I just passed the damn bill. And my wife, she's hot. She is played by Marissa Tomei.
Yep.
It's better with age.
Yeah, and
with age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good number one.
Yeah, it's goofy as hell.
And the one that judged like not Frank, but the Munsters or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
His last role.
Yep.
His last role.
Yeah, man. I remember.
Ralph Macchio in there as well.
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio, yeah.
Tom.
He's not doing the crane in that, he's not anyway.
Really good.
I haven't seen one in years. That's a good choice.
Yeah. Those are awesome picks.
So that's my number one. Oh, number ones. But honorable mention real quick. I'm going to put number 3 here. Just real fast.
What?
My favorite Disney movie, period. And I mean this. This is like my favorite. Monsters, Inc.
I tried to bring that up, Pete. You heard me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
man, that is the better one, probably.
Yeah. It teaches kids not to be afraid.
Billy Crystal, Billy Crystal, John Goodman. Yeah.
That still was
on,
also on my honorable mentions list, but I didn't have room for it.
That was a good one.
Yeah, really good.
It really does teach like kids like how to not be afraid of that stuff, and because there's kids, as you know, like oh, there's a monster in the closet and all that stuff, and it brings a brighter side to that whole angle of that, and I love the fact that they did that, and this is one of the few movies I can admit that it tore at my heartstrings, man.
Oh wow!
At the end,
I can understand that. I can understand that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That last scene really, like the second to last scene,
it
kind of really gets to you. Yeah, absolutely.
All Pixar movies make me cry. So
Okay,
I love that. Jason,
my number one now. Okay, Bill, Vern, you guys, out of everyone here, you know me the most. You both of you guys know me really well.
Okay.
What M movie do you think is my number one movie?
Fuck.
I already know what I think it is.
I don't think I know what it is. What do I say, Bill?
I think two of the stars are robots, at least two of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now it is now.
Okay.
Yep. See, Bill gets it. Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie.
Yeah,
Mannequin.
I should.
So this is a very strange movie because
robots and mannequins.
Because
I'm just throwing myself.
If you've never seen the show,
wait, hold on here. Let's get out of this through this, Jason. So you first see this in theaters or in home video?
I could not see it in theater because I was 16. And the way they released the movie in theaters was really kind of dumb. They didn't do like a wide release. They just had like a film tour. So they toured like colleges and stuff.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to go to see it in theater. So I was like dying to see it. And then it eventually came out on VHS. And so I picked it up finally. And yeah, it's amazing. So, okay. So Mystery Science Theater 3000, it's a TV show. God, I could talk like for 9 hours about MST3K. So, okay. It's a TV show, very cult classic show. It's about this guy and two robots who are stuck in space and they're forced to watch bad movies and they make fun of it. That's the premise of the show. It got a huge following. It had about 10 seasons on TV plus a couple of Kickstarted ones that's out now. But back in like 96, they were in the middle of their 7th season when they got a green light to make a movie version of the show. The reason why the movie version is kind of strange, for one, it's at the movie itself is actually shorter than the TV show.
Yeah.
Because the TV show is an hour and a half because they show like a whole feature length movie with some stuff cut out. But the movie version, they cut like so much out between the movie they watch and the stuff that happens in the movie that it ended up being shorter than the TV show. Two, it's because you're watching a movie about people watching a movie. So all kinds of meta bills are just going off. And the movie, I don't know if you guys agree with me, Vern, if you agree with me on this or not. The movie that they did, This Island Earth, I didn't think it was that bad of a movie.
Yeah, it's considered kind of like a sci-fi, like not so much a big classic,
right?
Definitely not as bad as the ones they did before,
right? Like you think for like a show that they dabble into bad movies, they would have picked like probably a worse movie. But also at the same time, this whole if you just look online and look up about this movie and the behind the scenes stuff, there's all kinds of crazy shit that went on, and like the movie studio like kept interfering and kept like asking questions, and they kept like, who's this Mike Nelson guy? Like, why can't we get like an actual celebrity to play him? Or what are these robots about? Or why is he in, like, they kept asking all the questions that like us as fans are like, who cares? We just want to see.
Doesn't matter. Like, why is he in space? Why is he in space?
Like that doesn't even make that doesn't make sense. Like, so there's just so much. If there's ever an example of movie studio interference with the movie, this is like a prime example. Yeah. And but I still love it because it's Mystery Science Theater 3000. And
a lot of great jokes in this one.
There's a lot of funny jokes. A lot of they get a little risque because it's a movie, so they say like shit. They say shit a couple of times, which really is like, whoa, that's crazy. But yeah, I really could talk about this for like hours and hours on end. But anyway, my number one is Mystery Science Theater
I just thought
3000.
that with you and being supportive of them on Kickstarter and whatnot. I should have known Mystery Science Theater 2000.
Yes.
So
I fucking love the show so much, and I will
this
devour
weekend,
anything involving Mystery Science Theater 3000. So
I'm so excited because this weekend I'm actually trying to watch the Gauntlet. I'm not seeing the Gauntlet.
Oh, okay.
MST3K series.
Awesome.
I've got a choice between watching the Gauntlet or watching all 3 Bad Boys movies.
I think the Gauntlet's going to be a better choice.
Okay, I think so too.
So, all right, that's my number 1. So we take it off to Bill. Bill, what's your number 1?
Side note, real quick. Do you guys remember a video game named Gauntlet?
Yeah.
It was
I
a
wish
good
they make a
game.
movie for that. I wish they make a movie for that. That would have been good.
That was a good game.
Valkyrie has
That's
died. Wizard has died. Wizard. Yeah, you got to go through all the mazes.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
Like the arcade version. Remember, every time he would hit somebody, would like hit him or he'd bump into someone or whatever, he'd be like,
Oh,
yeah. Or
oh no!
oh my God! I'll be cracking up out loud as I'm playing the game in the bowling alley. Oh my gosh!
Warrior has found a potion. Warrior has found a key. You know, or something.
Get out of the gauntlet.
All right, what's your number 1,
All right.
man?
I think Jason. I don't think anyone else would know this, but I think you're not gonna be in the least bit surprised when I do reveal what my number 1 is.
Okay.
It'd probably be as surprising as yours was to me.
Yes.
and
Maverick.
Vern. No, but that is a good movie. I like that movie.
The Mighty Ducks.
Okay.
Mighty Ducks is great.
Nah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it really was. It really was.
Mission
I don't want to spend.
Impossible.
I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to guess. I'm trying to think if I
Okay,
can
fine.
guess it. But go ahead. Keep
Go
talking.
ahead, Bill.
You can do it.
Keep talking. Oh,
Give you a hint. It stars a pop star, and
Pops.
it
Michael Jackson.
stars. It stars a female pop star, one of the biggest pop stars ever.
Madonna.
Not Madonna, but
Mamma Mia.
no, but I'll take that as a good guess. I
Okay.
suppose.
I try. I mean, I'm not trying.
all right. I
Pretty
don't
good.
know.
and
I give
I
up.
feel really dumb when you tell me.
okay, it also has someone who's now lately known for bad acting, even though he's been in some really excellent roles.
Oh, I got it.
What?
Yes,
You got it
I
now?
get it. Yes.
I don't know. I really
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
I can't think of it.
I get it. I get
And
it.
it also has Fraser's dad in it.
I get it.
John Belushi. So pop
I'm
star.
talking about Moonstruck, folks.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
talking
Oh,
about
Oh
Moonstruck.
yeah.
Yeah.
And-
You love
Fair
this
enough.
movie. You love this movie.
I have never seen Moonstruck.
Vern, I want you to see it as soon as possible. As soon as
Okay.
you're
I
done with
think Winona's in there.
I think I only seen part of it.
as,
I don't know.
What else?
as soon as you're done with the Gauntlet, you and Pete need to get together and
No, you all
and
got to
watch
check out
this.
Meander. For sure.
And me-
Meander
okay.
and Moonstruck. Those are
There
my,
you
on my
go.
list right there. Meander
There
and
you go.
Moonstruck. And that other movie that Pete mentioned about Monica Bellucci, that mentally. I wrote this stuff down.
Awesome.
You
Okay,
paused.
Yeah.
Moonstruck. I mean, yeah, obviously Moonstruck. You are fucking
That-
gaga over this movie.
Am I?
It's another one that's
I could be wrong, but I think this was the first DVD you bought because I think I was there with you.
Oh my God.
that could
Really?
be possible.
I can't do
think
this
I think if I
podcast.
remember correctly, when DVDs started
Don't be a
coming
hater,
out,
Tom. Don't be a hater.
when
No,
they
I
started
really
coming
like that
out,
movie.
and we went
You
to
did?
Borders.
Yeah, is Winona in it?
No.
We went to Borders,
No.
and I think I bought.
Was it Cher? Cher's in it though,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
There, yeah.
I bought
Wow.
Not Another
Okay.
Teen Movie on DVD. That was my first DVD, and then you bought.
What movie
Moonstruck.
is Winona, her daughter, in one of them?
Ashley Judd, you're thinking
I
of?
don't know.
I don't know either.
You're thinking of Ashley Judd, right?
Okay,
Maybe.
What? Just
She was in Eye of the Beholder. She was in.
No, it's Cher. I thought it was
Oh,
Cher.
it's Cher. Oh no.
Oh, is that Mermaids? Maybe.
Maybe.
That's when
Maybe
Winona
that's what
Ryder
it is.
was in Mermaids with Cher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Letter M. I was
Okay.
trying to think.
There you
Yeah.
go. All right. Moonstruck. Anything else about Moonstruck?
I like that pick. I like that kind of
That was
classic
good. That was
pick
good.
there. Yeah.
Okay. With that said,
Well-
let us. Oh,
Gosh darn it.
What's
Okay.
going on?
I was just gonna say, let us quickly recap our 5 through 1.
All right.
So Vern, you kick us off. Go ahead and do your 5 through 1 really quick.
Okay, so my number 5 was The Muppets Take Manhattan. Number 4, Marie Antoinette. Number 3, Memento. Number 2, May. And number 1 was Mars Attacks and Mad Max Fury Road. Tom, kick us
Yeah,
off.
I really hope everyone enjoyed my 5
Yeah.
and the fans. And my number 5 was Men in Black and Matrix. My first tie in the history.
Yep.
I
The
enjoyed
history of top 5. My number 4 was Magnificent 7. Number 3, Minority Report. Number 2 was the French classic film, well, it ain't a classic, but it is going to be for Vern, Meander, which is an amazing movie. Check it out. And number 1 was Midway, and I forgot to mention, directed by Roland Emmerich, I believe, and that came out in 2019.
Yes.
And
All right.
just real quick, do you guys ever see Meet Dave and Moneyball? I mean,
No.
I really like Meet Dave with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
Moneyball's
kind of
good.
like
Moneyball's
yeah.
good.
They all landed. Kevin Hart's in it, and they live inside the body, and they travel to Earth to steal something. I don't know. Moneyball is
Right.
really good too, fans. But on to Pete. Those are my
Pete's.
5.
My 5.
All
My
Right.
5. My 5. My 5. My 5. I'm sorry. Is number 5 is My Life. Number 4 is Melina. Number 3 is Money Train. Number 2, Halle Berry and Billy Bob Did It. Monsters Ball. Number 1, Triple A Tie, Mrs. Doubtfire, My Cousin Vinny, and Monsters Inc.
wait. Did I hear that right? Was there a movie called Millie and Billy Bob Did It?
No.
Oh no! I said,
What?
oh, I said Halle Berry and Billy Bob Did It. Yeah.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Okay. All
Halle
right.
Berry.
Fine.
My number 5 was Mother.
Actress.
My number 4, it was My Blue Heaven. My number
Yeah.
3 was Murder by Death. My number 2 was Mulholland Drive, and my number 1 was Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie. Bill,
Right on.
Bill, what you got?
Bill.
Do your 5.
Lady
How do you?
What I got? What I got? What I got?
You can do it. Happy to be here.
All right. That's
Yeah.
enough. That's enough, Beastie Boys. All right, number 5. I had a tie between The Mexican and Midnight in Paris. So we got a little Spanish and a little French there. Number 4, we got MIB3 and Mr. Holland's Opus. All right. Number that was 4. I mean, I don't know if I said 3 on accident. Number 3 is the Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Number 2, Laurel and Hardy classic, March of the Wooden Soldiers. And number 1, which taught me a very important lesson about plumbing, that you got 3 types of pipe that you put in your bathroom, and you got the first kind. First kind is what you probably already have, and you see where that's gotten you. Second type is bronze, and that's good too. But then eventually something goes wrong, and then you got the only one that I would ever use, and that's copper. And it costs money because it saves money.
There goes Zadie just talking about his pipes again.
Oh my God.
And
You realize no one else here has seen Moonstruck, right? So we have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Jason talking about his pipes.
Thank you, Jason.
Yes, I'm
Thank
talking
you.
about Moonstruck. Thank you, Jason. And I don't think I clarified earlier that the good/bad actor I was referring to was Nicolas Cage earlier.
That's what got me to it.
Yes.
Okay, before we do our off the rails ending, I want to thank the Vern for coming on the show.
Hey,
You showed a lot of patience today, and I very much appreciate you.
it was all fun, man.
You're a cool friend. You're a cool guy. Please tell everybody where we can find you on the internet.
All right, so go to cinemarecall.net. I'm going to be releasing my first ever mashup song. So go to cinemarecall.net to hear it. I tried doing new things with editing. It's on YouTube right now. So look it up.
Okay.
But yeah, I did my first ever mashup video song. So, but yes, we're on hiatus right now, but we'll be back in August. We're going to do a whole new series there. But we are on Twitter at cinema_recall. Just search us on the interwebs. Recall, listen to our episodes, follow us, do all that shit right there. If you want to pleasure yourself to our videos or our podcasts, do so. I'm not going to stop you.
Make sure you bring Vaseline.
I don't know. Vern.
Okay.
You might.
I'm trying to
might
challenge
stop.
Tom as OnlyFans. So
Hey, make sure you bring Vaseline when you watch Monsters
Thanks.
Ball.
Thanks. Happy you were here, Vern. It's nice seeing you
hey,
again.
Tom.
Okay.
See
Now,
the
Hey,
pipe.
nice seeing you again, Vern.
The
Nice talking to you.
the pipes led us here to this point.
pipe-
And
The pipe has been laid.
okay. Let's not, okay. I'm losing control. Who's gonna do it? Everybody go to Rabbit
Mario.
Hole. Go to rabbithole.podcast.com.
Rabbit Hole.
That is where you can find
Podcast.
every podcast that I am involved in. You got
And
Top
Tom.
5 A through Z. You got whatever with Jason Soto. You got Between the Scares, and there's gonna be a couple more things coming out. Just for everything. Just go rabbitholepodcast.com. Okay, now we can go completely batshit. Everybody just talk all at the same time.
Patreon.com/Jason Soto.
Hasselhoff. How about
See,
ending with some
Jason.
Jason.
Thank you, Vern.
Jason.
I knew it. I knew it.
Jason. Jason.
OnlyFans coming soon.
Jason. When are you giving us a new podcast?
All right.
Are you gonna play?
Patreon user.
Oh,
No,
guys,
I'm stopping. I'm stopping.
No! Don't
man.
stop! Don't stop!
You
Don't
gotta play
stop
the
yet! Don't stop yet!
You gotta play the song, dude.
Please don't!
I'm glad we got through the
Can't wait.
serious stuff.
No.
We're done with the plugs.
Promise
We're done with the
you,
Don't
plugs.
stop! Don't stop, please!
Have a good evening.
All right, guys.
Serious,
Where's
Jason!
Where's the thing?
Jason,
Until
don't
next
press stop
show.
yet!
Hey guys, Bill,
Don't press
100.
stop!
All right, Jason Soto of Whatever with Jason Soto. You have 30 seconds to get Mary Mitchell, your co-host, to guess a phrase. Ready, go. Okay. Parades. Cut to steak.
Things old people like.
Vagina candles. Sex toys at Walmart.
Things gross men obsess over.
Music. Movies. Games.
Things that are generic enough to talk about on any podcast.
Ooh, close. Comedy. Discussion. Wicked awesome banter.
Conan O'Brien.
Oh, time's up. Hey, she gave consent. We were looking for Whatever with Jason Soto, the comedy podcast that you can download right now on Spotify, Anchor, Google, Apple, or anywhere you get fine podcasts. What if I said a good-looking and charming host?
The Daily Show, Jon Stewart.
Oh, jeez. Never